In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the first man and woman, Adam and Eve.
In Family Guy, it might seem like Peter loves only Lois
You're looking pretty hot.
and has been married to her his whole life, but the reality is quite different.
Okay, you two, I'm going away for the weekend.
Peter has had many wives, and they share a common fate.
Coming!
Today, we'll explore Peter's wives and see what ultimately happened to them.
What the hell happened here?
Well, well, well. If it isn't the first Mrs. Griffin.
Gretchen?
Many female characters coveted the title Mrs. Griffin.
You and I can finally be together.
Santa?
Some women have tried to become Peter's wife, but failed. Gretchen and Alana are examples.
Got it. You see anything else you like?
Unless anyone has a reason why these two should not be married.
They aim to eliminate Lois and take her place, only to fall short.
Stop!
However, the stories we're about to share are the tragic records of those who actually became Peter's wives.
Peter, you're a complete slave to your father's religion.
Let's start with Peter's 3 Mormon wives.
You have a choice, you know.
Encouraged by Lois to find his own religion rather than sticking to his father's Catholicism, Peter converted to Mormonism and took 3 additional wives alongside Lois.
Oh, Lois, this is Kimmy, the checkout girl from the Korean market, Nancy, our postal carrier, and you know Tiffany.
But when he discovered Mormonism's ban on alcohol,
Nancy, give me a beer.
Mormons aren't allowed to drink alcohol.
He ditched the religion and all 3 wives.
Peter, did you just throw those women away?
No. Maybe.
Of these 3, Nancy, the mail carrier who's been around since Family Guy's first episode, meets her demise in this scene.
When did you guys get a pool?
Oh, it's a mope. My husband thinks our family needs extra protection now that we're rich.
Well, congratulations on all your success. Here's your welfare check.
her death eventually clears the way for Cleveland to take over as Spooner Street's mail carrier.
Oh no, it's that Amazon drone. Try to ignore it.
Hey, Cleveland, what are you doing? Taking a walk?
No, I'm delivering mail.
By foot? Yeah, that won't take too long.
Ultimately, the 3 women who hoped to climb the social ladder by becoming Mrs. Griffin met a fatal end.
Wait, you forgot your glass slipper!
Among them is Kimmy, Peter's first Asian wife from Korea, who tragically dies alongside the other 2 white wives. Did you know Peter also had a black wife?
Don't have one family. Have a second family.
He even fathered a mixed-race daughter with her.
Yet, this unnamed woman meets the same deadly fate.
Don't spend any time with the first 2 families. Make a commitment to family number 3 and double down by announcing it at his war hero father's retirement party.
Peter also had a gay spouse, his 3rd family.
Whether this white man counts as a wife is up for debate.
Don't just let Kenneth walk out of your life.
But he, too, is killed by Peter.
Don't just go to jail. Go to death row by killing the 2 other families.
We just saw Peter choking Meg.
And soon he found himself a hearty new wife.
Boy, that was fantastic.
But believe it or not, Meg was once his wife too, and she's also killed by him. Here's a chilling revelation. Most of Peter's wives, except Lois, were killed by Peter himself.
What's wrong with you? You're acting like a jerk.
Clearly, Mrs. Griffin isn't just a glamorous title.
You don't own me. I can talk to whoever I want. I don't see a ring on my finger.
Take Olivia, once married to Stewie and became a Mrs. Griffin,
Stewie, this isn't how I wanted it to end.
who narrowly escapes being burned alive by her husband.
Idea for a farce. Cheating wife and Papa's ass burned alive.
Those who can't bear the crown's weight are crushed by it. Beyond Meg, there's another case of Peter's incestuous marriage.
How are you supposed to run that company without them?
That's it, Lois, you're fired. Chris, you are now Meg's mother.
Ooh, Peter, your muscles are so muscly.
I am gonna plow you so gross later.
On several occasions,
Hey, Lois.
Chris has stepped in as Lois's substitute.
Put on a few, huh? Well, I never.
Later, he marries Peter.
I understand the two of you have written your own vows?
Making it Peter's first gay marriage
Chris?
and his second incestuous one after Meg. So, will Chris also meet the same end as the other wives we saw earlier?
It seems not.
All you have to do is click which of these are crosswalks to prove you're not a robot.
You do it.
Come on, Chris. You're not actually a robot, are you?
Because the Chris we see often meets his own death.
Abort mission.
And a new, upgraded Chris appears.
I am Chris 2.0 with crosswalk update.
If this information is true, Chris will become Peter's first android wife, rather than a gay or incestuous wife.
Okay, well, it's refreshed, and now it needs you to identify stop signs.
If you will excuse me.
Peter's range of wives is this broad.
Peter?
He can truly be called the monarch of the family Go world,
Peter Griffin?
which encompasses various races and species.
Is everyone from your past here to walk you down the aisle?
So, is Lois safe?
Peter, I'm glad you're up. I need to talk to you about something. I know what you did last night.
You do?
How could you do something so heinous? Last night,
We can't be sure.
you left your dirty dishes in the sink. It's disgusting.
Peter wouldn't hesitate to use the same deadly tactics on Lois that he did on his other wives, as several episodes demonstrate.
What the hell?
Oh, Lois! What the hell are you doing?
Do me, Peter. Do me right here in the basement.
Thus, the position of Mrs. Griffin, Peter's wife, is not only prestigious, but also perilously close to death.
Let's have sex on all the clean, folded laundry.
Yet one woman has defied this deadly fate.
Chris, Meg, we're going home.
Trisha Takanawa.
You were just slowing me down anyway. You, Asian lady, you're the new Lois.
I will have 1 scoop of mint chocolate chip in a waffle cone.
She briefly stepped in as the new Lois, and even became Mrs. Griffin by marrying Chris, yet she remains alive.
Joe!
Chris, I'm lying here asking you to kick Joe out of the house.
Despite enduring countless accidents and hardships, she never stays dead, resurrecting each time to carry on.
I guess we should be eating her with chopsticks.
Oh my God. They're eating Asian reporter Trisha Takanawa.
Asian reporter Trisha Takanawa for a look at how locals are dealing with the imminent disaster.
Diane, I'm hearing. Peter, I'm standing here because I am the only Asian recurring character on the series.
We wish Trisha, who is also the hostess of this channel, a long life with Peter.